I know that. We're not supposed to be here. What the you mean I don't like waffles? Who cares? What about me?
Like Nim K! It's Nim K's! This is who we have here today. It's me, Andre X, for the Where Are We podcast, and we have the guy behind the wall. And if you put your finger right here, Nim K, so we can point at the same thing. Subscribe, motherfuckers! We got Nim K in the building. Make some motherfucking noise. Yes, chat. I have the chat going on right now. You know, we're on Switch. It's the supplement Twitch. Anyways, you know how that we do the first 5 minutes of our show. We're gonna roll up, and while we roll up, I want you to keep this in mind. Where the fuck are my kids? Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nim K, what is your passionate outlet to get away from like stress and distract you while you're going through things internally in your mind? Like me, I have to smoke to like settle my anxiety, or like I have to take a hike to like get away from the city and all the fucking Dominican music. What do you do?
I mean, in some ways it used to be music.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not as much anymore, just because it's become something that is more of like a demand. But just art in general. Like,
Do you paint?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's fire.
Yeah, I paint.
Well, you were like oil, pastels.
I like
paint.
watercolors.
Okay.
Those are my favorite. That's my favorite medium to paint with. But I'm trying to get into oil painting. It's a pain because with watercolor you can just, the cleanup is really easy.
Yeah, it sounds
You
like
can
it.
bring it anywhere. But oil painting, it's like so involved. Like you have to have like a room for it. You can't really like just go places with it, you know? Maybe
Yeah.
acrylic, but I don't really like acrylic. I like watercolors.
Acrylic's the one that like if you like soup up, it'll like stick out, right? If it dries, you can keep it that way.
Yeah.
It's more like mushy.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, acrylic's just like regular paint that most people have, or you have an art class or whatever.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, it's like the basic.
okay.
It's
I thought it was like
the
the thick,
cheapest.
smudgy one.
Nah, it's the one you can just have like in the big tubs, and you can just.
Okay,
you
so
know
what we
I mean?
use daily, like in
Yeah,
class and
pretty
shit.
much.
That's dope. What about art? Like where does that come from? Were your parents into art? Were you drawing as a kid all the time? Did you like wipe your boogers on the mirror and draw something beautiful when you were a baby?
Well, my father's side, just very creative people, like in every facet of the way of the word. So like my father just like introduced me to like a lot of creativity. I mean, my father, he plays the saxophone.
Oh shit, my father plays saxophone too.
Yeah, he's actually featured on the album.
That's
he's on
fire.
the intro and the outro.
That's fire.
Yeah. But like I've just always been encouraged to express myself, and I've just expressed myself more so through creativity than anything, I think, personally.
That's dope. So your parents showed you, or your dad at least showed you, like that there's another way to express yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Like there's a healthier way.
A healthier way, yeah.
Or like I was saying earlier to everybody here, just I believe that taking your pain and taking like negative things or your feelings, emotions, because you are entitled to feel those things. Like everyone should feel those things. That's why people have so many like mental illnesses and things, because they don't get to express those things and they think they're crazy, you know? But it's like you just need to be able to feel, cry, whatever. But if you can take that and make it into something that people can enjoy, they can spectate, they can break down, they can use for their own healing, like that's where you like really win. Like that's where you take all your L's and make them into W's. You know, you learn from them, you know. And I feel like I do that a lot, you know, when it comes to creativity. I take, you know, anything painful I've gone through, and I try to like just make it into like a monument moment, you know, like so that I can look back on it and not be so sad about it.
What's your most natural way? Like, what's the thing that you gravitate the fastest to, like, to express? Like what's the thing that comes across very clear to everybody else? as you express art? You know, because sometimes like maybe you're rapping, but maybe people are rapping about like being in the hood, and but their message doesn't mean they're gangster. The message is totally different. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that you like? Maybe you paint in a way where people are like, oh, I understand this more than her music, or I understand her music more than her art. Is there one that you think people would understand more or gravitate towards more to understand where you're coming from?
I feel like, I mean, with painting, I feel like it's more so like I kind of paint like random things. Sometimes I paint something with a purpose, and sometimes I just paint just to paint. So I feel like it's a little different to break down a painting than it is a song that has words and like has a theme. Like the painting might not necessarily have a theme. It might just be always like scenery of the same area. But I feel like conveying feeling and emotion through that is a little more complex. So I feel like right now in this society, like people want quick, like they don't want to take the time to like dissect something. So I feel like
that's the beauty in the journey though.
Yeah, but I feel like this generation, like you have to catch them like really quick. And like visually, yeah, you could catch them really quick, but it probably wouldn't be as intricate as you'd want it to be.
Yeah.
So I feel like, especially with music and other things like that, it's easier just because there's already words, there's already a rhythm, there's already like a lot of emotion in it already. Whereas a painting, like, unless you know what you're looking at, like you wouldn't really look at it and be like, oh, I feel this because of the blue or the red, or they were feeling like this. You have to like almost know their history, like that artist's history and what they're used to painting, and like the colors they use,
or
like,
where they came from, because sometimes that's a big part of it.
Yeah, so
like
with music, it's a little different. Like just because a song, you could just listen to it and then sing it all day and it'd be stuck in your head and know nothing about the artist, know nothing about the message, and not even know the lyrics to the song. You know what I mean?
I think both can be true. Like as a person who appreciates art, like especially graffiti art, I see art that I never know who fucking did it or where it came from, but it just where it is and where it's placed and how high it is sometimes, the appreciation of like that sacrifice that person did to put that beautiful art piece up there so some people can appreciate it, because they know that only some people are gonna appreciate it. I think both can be true. I'm not trying to combat you. I'm just saying think both can be true.
Completely. I just feel like personally, like with art, like me, I'm an artist, so I'm gonna appreciate art. Some people, there's these beautiful murals outside, people walk by them every day and don't even know what's on
and
the
it has
wall.
QR codes to give you information about where they come from.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like with music, it just catches your attention a little differently because it's stimulating multiple senses at the same time. Art might not be doing that for most people, you know. So I feel like for me anyway, like you'd get more out of listening to my music and my words than you would just looking at some of my paintings.
As an artist, do you see color when you hear music?
Yeah, I actually have synesthesia.
That's a gift, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have synesthesia. So like all my senses like are always working together at the same time, trying to like do what the other one does. Like, so it's like, yeah, it's really crazy, but it's cool, you know.
What does that mean? Like, is that like I never heard that before. That's why.
Yeah, no, it's just just when your senses are they work overtime. They work in almost like an ancestral way. Like they work how they used to before.
Okay.
Like that's why like you see so many things like history wise where people had different eyesight. They could see more, like they could, you know what I mean? Like me, like, yeah, my eyesight isn't the greatest, but like the things that I do see, like the colors I see, that's how I see music, like all that type of stuff, like it's an advantage. Like I can almost see the energy, you know what I mean? So it's
that's
like
fire.
People can't lie to me about what's going on. It's like I just know, like most of the time you can see it on people's face anyway, but
yeah.
If someone's really trying to hide something, I'm like, bro, like you don't even know what I be seeing, like
especially men. Fuck these niggas. My bad. I thought I'm with Nim K. I got loose. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
No,
but
but
I guess sometimes, right?
I'm big on like try to understand emotions too. Like I'm glad we're there. I like to dig into that. Like as a woman, how do you handle your emotions? Like, are you a woman that expresses her emotions out loud, like you know, like besides the art way? I mean, but like when you're being vocal, like can you keep your cool? Do you take a breath and wait, or do you just say what's on your mind right there and then? Do you believe in the consequences after? Like what is it? What's the mind process? And like thinking like a woman, I guess.
I mean, it depends on the situation, but some way, somehow, I'm gonna let that person know straight up like what it is. It might not be right away all the time, because I feel like sometimes you gotta take a second to look, like from the outside looking in. Like you have to really understand what's going on before you just like ask somebody a question. Like especially if it's like coming from just a suspicion, or sometimes I really be sitting there like trying to figure things out, and then I'll talk to somebody about something. Then not that I actually know like the whole situation. But people be going through things all the time. Like I'm not gonna say I've never just like reacted impulsively and just gotten mad at somebody or freaked out, but there was warranted, because it takes a lot for me to like not be calm. I'm a pretty calm person, and I try to, in crisis, I try to like be as calm as possible, because freaking out doesn't do anything. But when people really get disrespectful, that I tend to be a little more vocal. But I'm not like someone who's gonna like get in your face and scream at you. I'm gonna tell you about yourself, and it's gonna hurt.
I think I saw you body slam someone off stage the first time I seen you perform.
Wait, if it was at Sammy's patio, then yeah, I definitely did. Yeah, cause he was all up in my on my space.
Is that that was New Hampshire, right?
No, this was in Revere Beach.
No, this is this is another time.
Yeah, in New Hampshire.
I think it was in Jules nightclub. I watched you like Undertaker tombstone someone off the stage.
Yeah, if you're getting too close, and
I know it was you, because before it happened I heard dong, like, you know, the Undertaker music, all the lights went out. It was crazy.
Really?
No,
I'm trying to think of like when this was.
I don't think you body slammed somebody. I just know there was an issue back there, and like,
no, I'm saying
like you voiced yourself, and I was like, oh yeah, she's about it.
Yeah, cause like, bro, this is my performance. Like, I'm glad that you're enjoying this, but you should not be touching me. Like, bro, get away from me. There was someone that happened at Sammy's Patio, R.I.P. Sammy's Patio. They're no longer there. But had a lot of great shows there. But yeah, this guy came up to me and starts grabbing me and starts trying to take the mic from me. And I was like, when I literally got on the mic, I was like, bro, is anyone seeing this? Is anyone gonna help me? I literally had to push him. I had to like strong arm him off me. And like, I'm like continued, and I'm like, bro, can somebody get their boy? Like, for real, like, and then continued performing. Like, nah, like, what, is no one looking at this guy grab me? Like, can we not do this? Like, I don't care if he's drunk and he's a fan. Like, can we not do this, bro? Like, what are you doing?
What's that like, trying to live your dream, and like you have to deal with like, I'm sure like that's probably the most like people can get like physical, but I can imagine just like even the words or things people are saying sometimes when you're just trying to be up there singing. Like, I mean, obviously you dress very sexy sometimes on stage, so like, you know, guys are obviously watching, girls are obviously watching, but some people can get disrespectful because like you just said, they just touch you and stuff. Like, what kind of like, I know you don't walk around with security all day, like that's just expensive, so like how the fuck does that, how do you go about that shit? Like, that shit happens to me all day. I have to push women off me all day. It's fucking disgusting. How do you deal with it?
Well, I mean, not to like, you know.
Yo, lock the door.
Not to be that person, but like, I've been in the game since I was like 11. I'm like hood famous, so like people have known about me for a while, like just on the streets, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of things. Like I was a D1 athlete, like, and other things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What sport?
Track and field.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was your thing?
I was a sprinter and a jumper. So, and I did pretty much everything. I did everything to the 400. I did jav. I did disc. I did shot put. I did long jump, triple jump, high jump.
You did everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
I did everything.
Not getting me to do the 600 though, or the mile. I'm all set with that.
Too much.
Yeah, I'm all set. I don't have time for it. I don't want all that mental strain, but.
What up, world? It's me, Andre X, the host of Where Are We podcast. I'm here with my guy, Yanti, with the Panties. We here to represent Mission Dispensary from Georgetown for sponsoring us for these shows. Go get your weed, your bud, your high, your gummies, your waxes, your drips, your dips, your daps in Mission Dispensary in Georgetown. Check them out. Look, they blessed me. What?
Whatever you need, they got it.
But yeah, like, you know what I mean? So I've already known what it's like for people to just come up to you randomly and be like, oh, like, I know who you are, so I have access to you. Like, no, you don't. Like, no. But so people know, like, about me. Like, they know that I don't put up with that. So, like, most of the time, like, after the first time of somebody doing that, they'll never do it again. I guarantee you. Like, you know, I guarantee you, because I don't like just let people push me around. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up with like all my cousins are boys. Like, I grew up with, like, you know, if you wanted to play, like, you couldn't just cry every time you got like knocked down. You know, so like I'm not out here, no Nimbo Slice or nothing like that. Like going around, going around punching people or anything. But sometimes I want to, sometimes I want to just punch someone in the mouth real quick and be like, yo, are you good? But like, why would I do that? Like, that makes no sense. You could just talk to somebody for real and just be like, yo, bro. And that'll humble them way more than any hit or punch or anything like that.
Yeah, like a woman's words cut deep, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you can definitely cut a man down with some words. What was childhood like? You said you grew up with a lot of boy cousins, and like, did you have siblings?
Yeah, I mean, I have a sister. I'm an older sister.
So you're the baby of the family?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the baby of the family. I'm pretty much I'm not to toot my own horn, but I definitely am like the golden child of my family. Like, I've never done anything like too bad. Like, I haven't done anything worse than any of my other cousins.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like it's like the last like glimmer of like hope on that end. I mean, everyone's healthy and happy now, but like I've never done anything compared to like what they have.
Yeah.
So like I'm kind of like, they're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, we still have a chance.
She has no record.
Like, I'm like,
funny.
it's a lot of pressure for sure, but
It could be. I understand that. Like me, I always thought I was that kid too, right? Like, I've never been arrested.
you're not that kid.
I'm saying I always thought I was that kid. No, I don't see myself as like the golden child, because I'm not getting any benefits from this golden child shit. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm living check to check, and I'm raising my own child. Like, this is okay. There's no benefits of being the golden child. That's all I'm saying. But I felt like that for years. Like, yo, I've done so well. Like, I'm not successful. Like, I have a house and all that other shit, but like, I'm not in jail. I've never gotten shot. I've never, you know what I mean? I've never given you guys a time to worry. Maybe once or twice, because I am a boy, so niggas fight. You know what I mean? But like,
Right.
I don't know. But I think that golden child mentality, like, I hope kids that are on that now don't think it's beneficial later, because if your parents have other agendas for like what their lives are gonna be, being a golden child is like, I'm not saying don't be good, please be good. I'm just saying get the golden child mentality out, because you're not the golden child. We're all gold if you think about it.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
No, I'm not.
Don't be trying to paint it like that.
I'm not twisting your words.
Yeah, because that's not how I meant it.
What I'm saying is painting a perspective, like, because you said there was pressure.
Oh, I mean,
right? And
it's definitely a joke.
No, but that is a real thing. I feel the pressure of being the good
me,
child.
I really don't care. I mean, I'm going to do good because I want to do good. And my family works hard. I have a really hardworking family. Like, we're not perfect, but like everyone in my family works really hard for what they have. So like, I know I have to work really hard. Like, I have to work even 10 times harder, just because I feel like being a black woman, being a woman in general, but also being a woman of color and like all that other stuff, it like people don't realize how much it really plays into like opportunities and how people treat you. Like, and you like sometimes you do have to like body slam someone off the stage and be like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? If you're not gonna do anything about it, then don't say nothing about it and don't do it again. And like after that, it's kind of like, oh, okay, like she can roll with us. But like sometimes it's like, it's always like, you know what I mean? It's just like you feel me?
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, this show's all about perspectives. I'm just trying to get perspectives on like, because you said pressure, and like I felt it when you said it. I was like, damn, I remember feeling like I had to have straight A's because my siblings were fucking up,
right?
Or you know what I mean? Like, and that shit was like, damn, like, but Like
Yeah,
what?
but for what?
Yeah,
And
like
that-
I'm not
and
like
that's
you don't
when-
love me more than them. If anything, you show them more attention than me because they like
Right?
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because they need it, and that's
They
why.
need it, right?
And that's why at a certain age, I kind of stopped like overachieving. Like I used to be a super overachiever, like super overachiever, like, but it had to be everything. Then I thought to myself, what am I doing this for? If every time my cousin gets straight D's, she gets like a pizza party, but I'm bringing home straight A's and nobody cares because they're expecting me to bring home straight A's.
But what year was this? Because think about it. Pizza Hut had like a deal.
Oh,
If you
well,
had if you got D's, they give you free pizza.
Yeah, trust me, I did those book reports. I was getting free pizza every week. I was reading. That's how I was feeding myself, bro. I swear, bro. I literally was just reading these books, passing these book reports in, literally getting my pizza. Like, yeah, and being like, yeah, that I'm feeding myself. I'm contributing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I even thought about stuff like that. I was selling my grippies, selling erasers. I was selling gum.
What's a grippy?
Out the-
Oh, like the
I'll pull
pet
up-
for the
yeah,
pet?
mhm.
I was selling my grippies.
Yeah, it was like Fooey or something like that. Yeah, I used to sell. That's out on my backpack. Like I was hustling since I was little. Like had the granola bars, anything you
That's
need.
fire.
You'll come to me.
I used
got
to
it.
lifeguard, and this one little girl came with a whole bag of candy one time. Like, I'm like, yo, every week you come with this candy. She goes, oh, mister, my dad owns a bodega. I take all the candies. He lets me sell them all for 25 cents. I'm
Yup,
like,
let's
I'm like,
go.
damn, this little girl. She was only like 9. I'm like, I'm like, damn, you a baller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was so smart. Like, I was like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
Just buy a bag of
exactly.
candy, go to school and sell it. Like, why didn't I think of that? This little girl's fucking making more money than I
Yeah,
am. And
pack of gum, please.
I was so mad.
Those like $1 a piece.
She gave me $1.
Yep, $1 a piece.
I asked her. I didn't care. So the music life, like, being around studios and like, what, like, you rap and sing, but what was like your first love when it came to music?
I would say in music in general, I've just always loved live music because my father's always been in bands. I've been in the studio since I was like born. But
What kind of band? Was it jazz or?
Pretty a different array of different music, like just like more like cover stuff, like
Oh, cool.
you know, like there were some bands he was in that had their own stuff going on, had their own tapes or whatever. But I mean, I couldn't go to any of these shows really, so all I would see is like during rehearsal. I wasn't old enough to go to these places he was playing at.
I got really lucky as a kid because, like I told you, my dad was a saxophone player, but he's been a cop like since I was been born.
Oh,
So he
right.
used to like detail all the clubs, right? But all the clubs he detailed, he also would bring his band and then perform there the next week, and so that I can go because he's a
Right.
cop, right? So like if the cops letting me in, like what they gonna say, right?
Right,
So I would go
yeah.
all the time. I was like his roadie. I'd put the equipment up and shit. It was pretty cool. But I like that live instruments, man. Like the love for that. Did you play any instruments yourself or?
I mean, I played the drums and I can like
Oh,
kinda
shit.
play the piano a little bit. Like I played the recorder. Like I feel like everyone did in like 3rd grade or whatever. But I mean, pretty much anything that I want to learn, I could probably just pick it up and learn it if I really wanted to. I just haven't had the time to like really like get an instrument and learn it like that. But I mean, I have a guitar. I can play some stuff on the guitar a little bit.
That's cool.
I just kind of taught myself how to do things just to kind of hear and like, I don't know, like play around. But yeah, I mean, as far as like instruments, I just love like the concept of like something making notes and, you know what I mean, a certain tones. So like, I feel like that's been an influence with my voice. I've used my voice just like an instrument.
Facts.
So I like a lot. It's easy for me to just sneak into the beat or complement a beat because I have so much appreciation for what goes into those things. Like even now, like nobody makes their own drums on these beats. Like, and you can tell. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Do you have a preference for like on your album? Like, did you want like things to sound more live, even if they were digital? Like, let's make it
Yeah.
sound more like from the roots, from like what I want.
yeah, because I'm a performer at heart first, more so than a recording artist. I had to learn that. I had to learn how to record in the studio. I'm more of like a one take performer. Like I perform. So when I go in the studio, I like to perform it. So even then, like they're like, Nim, please punch in. I'm like, no, like I want to give you the art, like I want to give my audience what they're missing when I'm not performing it. I want them to feel like I'm in their ears performing the song.
Does your preference of recording that way ever get in the way of like studio sessions?
Oh, absolutely.
I could imagine like, no, I was gonna say like working with Term, but Term's actually like a one punching. He's a fast recorder too.
So
I can see him appreciating that actually.
Yeah, it actually complimented because like he had told me that Primo told him like, you know, learn the verse and go in there and just kill it. Like, you know what I mean? Even there's times where he'd be like, yo, I liked that performance, but you didn't enunciate this, that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I like to go in there and just really do it and give you what you need. Like, sometimes it's just that one take that really makes a difference. So it's like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that type of stuff. So yeah, sometimes it gets in the way where you have to, you know, book another session where you have to spend more money and, you know, spend more time on something you could have got right, you know, at the beginning. So I beat myself up about it sometimes, you know, but as far as like, you know, getting in the way, not really. It makes the music that much better. Like, I'd rather, you know, hold something off for a week and make it that much better than put it out and never want to hear it again because I'm mad that I didn't fix that part.
What's the most painful like experience you put out on a record? That way we can talk about it. It's like not secret, you know, you put it out there.
Yeah, probably Only Lord Knows. I recorded pretty much the whole song at Vibe Red Studios, G.I. Joe studio in Peabody.
Shout out G.I. Joe.
Yeah, shout out to G.I. Joe. Prana recorded it. He used to record there, I think. I don't know. But I just know that when that was the session we had, and it was pretty dope. All three of us were in the room. It was dope. I was going through something, you know, and I just needed to get in the studio, needed to get it out. The beat by Mr. Wilson from Cambridge. I had this beat pack from a while ago, and I was just listening to it, and I was going through it, and I just wrote that song to it because that's really how I felt. Like, you know, I went from like just having a regular job and like doing open mics and then doing my shows and stuff to like literally going to different states and different like countries and like not even knowing what I'm supposed to be doing or never doing this before, and just, you know, not knowing who to trust, not knowing like what's real, what's not. Like, it was really difficult for me. And on top of that, I was going through a lot of personal things too. So, but you can't show that kind of weakness when you're going for something that valuable, you know, because like people want to poke holes and people don't want you to succeed because like they can't do it or they haven't done it. So they don't want you to do it. So it's like every chance they get, they're going to put those insecurities out on you, especially if you're omitting that energy where like you're like, oh, I'm sad, I'm vulnerable.
Like, I mean, other people feed on that.
Yeah, so like I wrote that song about that, feeling like, yo, people were really like mad that I like almost like skipped a level, because like I had a 5-year plan for all of this, but Term stepping in definitely expedited it. You know what I mean? So
shout
like,
out Term, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Term. But I like literally like skipped like so many steps and levels that other people are still even going through now. So I'm grateful for that, but it was kind of like, oh, how come she got to take the escalator and we're still taking the stairs? And it's like, well, I worked like really hard. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like I just like overnight like decided that I wanted to become an artist, and like it's like lifetime of experience.
You wasn't shooting with me in the gym. Whatever.
Yeah, like, you know, so
however that goes. Did I say it right? I said it wrong. All right.
No, I think you said it right.
I think I did too.
Right? I don't know. I mean,
I guess.
Yeah, it was cool anyway.
Yeah. Mama.
But what was he talking about?
about your song
Only Lord Knows. Yeah. So yeah, I recorded that, you know, around that time, and then to finish it, I did an outro. Like, there was supposed to be a feature on it. They never like wrote the verse, so I just ended up doing an outro on it. And at that studio session specifically, like, we were just kind of like putting the icing on everything. But there was this one song that like I hadn't made yet, and I had just got the beat, and like no one understood what I was doing. So like people were like kind of like putting too much of their input on my song, and I was getting really frustrated because it's like, bro, this is my music. Like, I understand that like maybe you do things a certain way, but I don't wanna changed what I did because I'm really proud of it and I like what I did. You don't have to like what I did for me to put it out.
I got 50,000 basically.
What happened?
I finally showed up.
What?
At
I was
least you
busy.
came in fly. Where you get that?
I was busy, dog. Check this out, man. Let me tell you a story, bro. Look, I went on this website, www.shopaug.com, right? I typed in this code, WAW, for a discount code, popped out with this shit, bro. You know what I mean?
So wait,
In the hood, they call me Papi Champu.
do I get a discount too?
Of course, WAW. Use the WAW. I didn't want to tell you guys because I'm selfish, but I'm telling you guys now.
That works
because
for everybody. Everybody can go ahead and just.
everybody can do it. If you're from Lawrence, Methuen, Haverhill, it don't matter where. You can be from Ipswich, you can be from Africa, you can be from Asia, you can be from anywhere. Just use WAW and they're gonna hook you up. I don't know why they're gonna hook you up, but I think it's because of the podcast. I didn't tell you guys, and I'm not getting paid. I promise. I'm not getting paid. I promise. And what I'm doing is, WAW is a discount code.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
It just has to be good. You know what I mean?
You know what sucks too is like sometimes you have people that are backing you and like with money, and because they have the money to, like because they're the money part, they also think they're the input part, and that's the separation that like a lot of artists get into bumping heads with. Like, you know,
Right.
like you might be helping me get the studio time, you might be helping me do this, but like
And that's when you book your own session,
Right,
so they
right.
can't do anything about it.
Right, right.
And that's exactly what I did.
that's dope. That's dope.
So I booked my own session so I could just be there by myself. I could just do it. But there were a lot of things going on. It wasn't just that. Like we were just trying to put the icing on the cake. We were trying to make everything sound like cohesive. Me, I'm all about the bass. So a lot of my songs have bass. You have to make all of them sound like good together. You can't just have a song that's like boom, boom, and then like another song that's like, you know what I mean? You know what I
It
mean?
has to flow. It has to
Yeah,
flow.
so like we were all like kind of talking about it was a lot of tension. Like, you know what I mean? It was a kind of like one of those sessions. So I was really emotional. So on Only Lord Knows, like that outro, I'm literally singing through tears. Like I literally had tears coming down my face, like because I was like mentally exhausted. Like, but I knew I had to get like some of the stuff done. I knew that like the session couldn't go to waste. So I went and did the whole session. Like I was pretty much crying for half of it, but I was like, I need to finish this. We're here. I need to get these things down. And it ended up being in the album. So, you know what I mean? Being up on that final cut, you know? So, you know what I mean? I that definitely has to be probably the most emotional thing that I've had to do through both of them. Both of the recordings of the whole song. I was going through a lot. And like even like performing that might be a little difficult going forward just because of like how much pain I can hear in my voice, you know. But I mean,
That's the beauty. That's soul
Exactly,
music, man. You gotta love that shit.
exactly, and that's what
like,
I want to give.
Yeah, like you said, an experience, right?
Yeah, I want to give people an experience. I want them to feel like, you know, it's okay to be like vulnerable. It's okay to be sad. Like,
There's sad songs, man.
yeah,
There's sad songs. And there's sad people singing them.
yeah, we're
It's
all
hard to sing a
human.
sad song when you're not sad. Like,
Right? And that's what I told you. I'm more sad than people think I am.
yeah.
I like to be happy, and I choose to be happy every day.
Maybe you're using the word sad. Maybe it's emotional. You know, maybe you just you.
No,
you
it's definitely
it's
sad. Yeah,
You don't
like,
give me sad.
I have a lot of things to be sad about, but I choose not to be.
You have a lot of things
it's a
to be.
choice.
I don't know you very well, but just listening to what you're doing and how you're moving in your journey, like you have a lot of things to be grateful about too.
Exactly, and that's what
And it
overrides that.
overwhelms you. Okay,
But-
good. As long as you're aware of
no,
it. You know?
I'm aware of how blessed I am.
Good.
You know, I'm extremely blessed, and I pretty much say it every day at least once. Like, I just, you know, like how blessed I am. You know, but yeah, I do. Like, I feel like I'm entitled to be sad about the things that are sad in my life.
You know what's sad? Sometimes like I want to like wear certain hats and I can't get them, so I go to www.shopaug.com because they have the hats. They have trucker hats, they have distressed hats, they have sweatsuits. Check them out. Use our discount code WAW. Get that discount or be sad. Thank you.
Get that discount.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. What's you guys okay?
Get that discount. I want to get a discount. What is it again?
WAW on shop.com. I mean
Okay.
shop AUG. Shop AUG. Avant Ultra Garments. I love my sponsors and they love me.
That's great.
How are you? Let's move on. How are your relationships? Like being in the art world, I'm an artist myself. I've toured. I know what it's like. I'm a dad. You lose time with people. You lose opportunities and you miss events. How are you with relationship and your journey in music? Or not you, how are they? Because sometimes it's not really about you, it's about the other person, how they can support you and still have like a stable mental health on their end to like let you go when they need to let you go.
Like in general, or like
How is
a romantic relationship?
No, yeah, like having a boyfriend or a girlfriend in your life that is with you while you're going through your music journey. Like late night studio time that they're not that they're at the house waiting, or like, you know, whatever the case. How do you navigate relationships with your art?
Well, you have to be with someone who understands what you do, like, you know what I mean? Especially if like they met you doing that. Like
Facts.
You can't just like expect me to like stop doing that. Like, especially if that's how we met, like that's a little weird. So like I just believe that like as long as like the person as long as you respect each other, cuz like just because like I make music and I do what I do doesn't mean that person doesn't do something in their personal life that might make me a little weary or upset. So it's like I just feel like it's more so just having respect and understanding. And if you can't respect or understand, like I don't need you in my life. Like you can just like, you know, go do that somewhere else. Like I'm not someone who likes to keep dealing with things. Sometimes I do give people a little too much credit.
How so? What do you mean?
Like, I mean, I give people a little like chances because I could understand why someone would be upset about something that I do or post. I could understand why a boyfriend would feel like insecure or would feel, you know, like, oh, like you're giving more of yourself to your fans than you are to me. And like, but that's something that you sign up for when you get with someone who is already doing it, yeah. Like that's something that, you know, you can't just now be like, oh, I want all of you, because like you can't be a selfish person when you're with an artist, because that's what we do. We give so much of ourselves and emotions, and like that's how we make music, that's how we make stuff, is like from our personal experiences. So it's like, yeah, you might know me inside the house, like, you know, without all the glamour. Like, why not be happy that you know that me too? You know what I mean? Like, but sometimes it's not enough for people. So I just kind of like, throughout this journey, I've kind of like, it's been hard to balance anything like that. So like, you know, sometimes I just don't. And like, I'm guilty of that too. Like of neglecting relationships, like, and, you know, not answering the phone or not being able to call back or things like that. Like, so it's like, bro, if you're not ready for that, then like you don't have to be with me. No one's like forcing you to be with me. Right. But then because I'm so casual about things, people, I feel like sometimes like, well, you don't care. Like, no, like I just don't have the time to like emotionally sit here and just stop my whole life and be sad about this.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people like become like their significant others when they're artists, like their managers or like their, you know, like their marketing like head or whatever it is, because if you're not involved like with the ball that's rolling, sometimes it's like, yeah, you're in the way. And it's like,
unfortunately,
yeah, like for me, whenever I tell a significant other that like music is first, like their eyes blow up like this, and then I go music is first. I'm not saying like,
at least you're transparent.
Yeah, I'm not saying like in importance, like if anything happens, emergency, like I'll go to this first. Like, no, like you are a priority in my life too, as well as my daughter. I'm just saying like I've been doing music longer than any relationship I've ever had in my life. So it's like it's gonna be very hard for me to even try to let it go, or it's gonna be hard. It's very hard for me to let someone else dictate how I'm supposed to be doing it when you're not even involved in it at all. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like my daughter's involved in my life by default because she's my daughter. But when I have a girlfriend or whatever it is, like Like you're choosing to come into this life knowing that I am a studio person, right? I like to be in the studio all day
Right.
and make beats, and now I'm doing videography, now I'm doing podcasts. Like I'm super involved in building a brand that's gonna work for the future of me, my kids, and whatever comes after.
And legacy.
Right. How like this album that's coming out,
Whatever
that
came
came out, that
out,
just came out, I'm
yeah.
sorry. That one that came out, what's your top 3 songs that you like enjoyed doing?
Yeah. I think my favorite one to do.
Which one?
I think my favorite one.
You can give me the top one. Just give me the top one.
You don't want the 3 now?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't want you to go
Oh,
through and be like, oh, I don't even know.
No,
I
no,
love
no,
them
no,
all,
I just-
But if you
just
love
sa-
one, then we'll just do that.
To actually record, Never was my favorite one to record because I knew with John Connor on there, like, I knew I had to, like, kill it. So it's my favorite one because, like, I really killed it.
Nice, and you're rapping on this one.
Yo.
Nice,
And I
nice,
sing
nice.
in the,
the hook.
through the whole beat. I'm pretty much embedded in the whole beat.
Oh,
singing
fire!
throughout the whole
Like
beat,
a
yeah.
harmony's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Second would probably have to be Still Searching because it was the first song that I recorded like in the studio on Wonka ever. Like
Shout out
my
Sir Bob
own.
Nash.
Yes, yeah, Bob. Shout out to Bobbert. Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah. But Still Searching was definitely like one of those songs because like it was the first time I ever went to the studio and just recorded. It wasn't even my session. They were just giving me time to record that song.
Oh, fire.
Like Term basically was like, yo, have this song ready. Like I want to see you record it. So like on my lunch break, I literally drove to the studio. I recorded the song in like literally like not even 30 minutes, like 20 minutes. Because we even looked at like all the studio time, and he's like, Bob, what is this? He's like, oh, that's when Nim came and did Still Searching. It's like 27 minutes or something
That's
like
wild.
that. I drove back to work, and it's like I said I was like, I want this to be the first song on my album. I want this to be the first song, like, because I really took a lot of time, really thought about how I recorded, like how I was gonna record it. I made sure I really knew it, like that. Pretty much this, like what's on this album is pretty much that take from that first time that I recorded it.
Oh, wow.
Like we might have fixed a few things, but it's pretty much all from that first time I ever recorded it. And I just wanted to show everybody what I can do. And I did it, and then after that, it was like, okay, she's ready to make this album. So
That's
I
dope.
feel like that. And then the third one, I mean, Paper Planes. Man, bro, how you gonna make a song with a Juicy J feature and it slaps? Like, and shout out to Jam on the beat, cause that beat,
Shout out Jam.
bro, he's a mad scientist.
Yeah, he
That
is.
kid, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Like he really like Term alley-ooped him the beat. I alley-ooped him the feature, and then he made a beat around the acapella, and then they played it for me, and I was like, oh, I gotta kill this.
Yeah, it was like a different, out of all the features on there. I was
Yeah.
like Juicy J.
I love Juicy J.
I know, but it's just a really random feature. And
Term said Gucci Mane or Juicy J. I was like, I love Gucci Mane, but I gotta pick Juicy J, and then that's how that came about.
That's fire. Are you guys gonna shoot a video to that one?
Hopefully, I mean, I don't know how much it is to get Juicy J in a video,
Right.
or to even get his attention to get in the video. Like, but if we can make that happen, that would be insanity.
Yeah, Juicy J.
Insanity.
I remember when Juicy J was like popping a lot, and then he started like Wiz Khalifa, right? I think it was him and Wiz Khalifa doing shit, and he was bodying shit. Like his songs were fire.
Yeah, Juicy
I think he
J.
had a song called like,
He's a true.
Girl, how the fuck you broke with that pussy between your legs? I was like, yo, what?
That's every song.
I was like, yo, what the fuck am I listening to right now? This is fucking bananas. It was like, I don't know. It was like a revolution of
Yeah,
like
that
nasty.
that ratchet
yeah,
shit,
it was like
please.
my first like.
I'm the classiest ratchet bitch you'll ever meet.
It was like the
please.
first time you remember that song with Ludacris and his first song. I like to rip me from your
Yeah,
head
that's
to
your
your toe.
toes, and I
Yeah,
wanna-
like that
ooh,
song was
bit,
so
that bit,
nasty.
that-
I was like, yo, this is.
I don't wanna.
I never heard shit like
Yo,
this. And then all those
I was like-
nasty songs from Atlanta
I
just
was like
started coming out.
Yeah, I was like a baby when that song came out, and I knew the whole
That's
song.
wild. I was not a baby.
I knew the whole song. I was singing in the back seat. Knew the whole song, and I
was
shouldn't
singing,
have.
From the window, to
Yup,
the wall.
to the wall. Yo, literally.
That's
I grew up
crazy.
off crunk music.
Yeah,
Like that
they just did a whole
ATL.
bunch. Yeah, they just did a whole bunch of shit on the BET Awards. Did you see that? And
Yeah,
it was so
I
nostalgic.
grew up off that crunk music. That's like my favorite genre of
Yeah,
hip hop is
yeah.
that crunk era.
It
Like,
was fun. It was fun that era.
okay.
They killed that shit. It was like their own little thing. Like that whole southern region was just
Yeah.
bodying it, yo. Body.
Yo, Nelly, with what was it, Southern Grammar?
I'm not a Nelly fan.
You're not a Nelly fan?
I liked his singles. I wasn't like I
We're
wouldn't gonna
not
buy his
gonna go
album.
on no hate train about him.
I'm not
right
hating
now.
him. I said I liked his singles.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Not a Nelly guy.
No,
All right,
no.
that's okay.
Well, he wore a Band-Aid before.
I did
Nelly
wear a
fell
band, but my
short.
bandit was right here.
Oh, the truth comes out.
My bandit was right here because
The truth
my
comes
Adam's apple
out.
was an Adam's pear.
Yeah, it was a pear. Technically, it was a peach, but we'll call it a pear.
That's facts.
What's going on?
Listen, where are we? Honestly.
He said it was more of a
And
peach.
sometimes when I feel this way, like, where am I? Where am I? I always end up at Mission Dispensary in Georgetown. Listen.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Mission Dispensary in Georgetown hooks us
Yes.
up all the time with these apes, and we give you guys pre-rolls because we love y'all, and these people take care of us all the time.
Yeah, no, I love that.
And
place.
I don't even get like when they give me their products, I don't even get high. You know what I get? I get peaceful. Anyways, when did you start like interchanging hair and stuff?
What do you mean?
Because when I first met you, you had like really short hair, and the next day you had really long hair, and it blew my mind because you wear them really fucking good. You know what I mean? So experimenting with like just hair and like makeup and like stuff like that. Like I don't understand that world, but I know my daughter loves this shit, and she's gonna start getting into it too. And I want to understand it before I tell her no.
So another form of expression, like I've always had different hair. Like I would come, like I used to, like, from a young age, I did my own hair. So like cause at one point it just got to the point where I was like, I don't want no one pulling my hair and making it hurt or pulling it too tight. So I just was like, mom was like, well, if you don't want me to do it, then figure out how to do your own hair. So I was like, okay. So I figured out how to do my own hair. Didn't need anybody to do my hair no more. And I would just style it different every day. Like I'd come to school and like every teacher, lunch ladies, they'd be like, you have a different hairstyle every day.
That's fire.
They're like, you got a different something every day. Like you got a different swag every day. Like, yeah, of course. Like this is because I went to a Catholic school. So like I
went
had
to a
my
Catholic school,
uniform.
too.
I had to express myself some way. And that was like the only way I could really express myself. And then even then they tried to police that, which I shut that down. But but yeah, they tried to police that. But yeah, not like hair. I didn't start getting into wigs until I had like, cause I did like extensions a little bit. Like I used to sew my own wefts onto like clips and stuff like that, make little extensions. Cause I've been very experimentative. Like right before I went into high school, my 8th grade, that summer 8th grade, I shaved the side of my head and just cut like my hair kind of short, like shoulder length on this side. And like, basically like would just put different hair extensions in that side and like learned how to make it look different still.
Is this pre-Cassie?
Yeah. Pre-Rihanna, pre-Cassie.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like I literally like was like, yeah, I need a new look because I always had a lot of hair and it always hid my face and like I hid behind my hair a lot.
Wait, so in 8th grade you were in Catholic school with half your head shaved?
No, I had to graduate before I could do
I'm
that.
gonna say because I went to Catholic school and like I couldn't even wear sneakers. Like you
Nah,
had to
because
wear
they told
shoes.
me I wouldn't be able to walk if I did it before I graduated.
That's fucking whack.
So I was like, whatever. I should have done it anyway,
Yeah.
and should have tricked them. Should have put a wig
Not
on
even.
and took it off.
And we could have photoshopped you later into the.
Yeah, I don't know, but I should have done it
Walking.
anyway. But I don't know. I just felt like I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? I just wanted my family to at least, that golden child pressure again. But yeah, not like. And then basically after that, like I ended up shaving all of it off. I had the Amber Rose cut for a while. And
Amber
then-
Rose.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
and that's when I started getting into wigs because I could really just wear them. Before I had so much hair that like I had tried wigs for Halloween and things like that, but I had to like really braid my hair down.
It's too puffy sometimes. And
Yeah,
shit.
so I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity to wear any wig possible that I could wear. And like I just was ordering mad wigs like off of all these like different sites and just trying them out, looking at reviews, and I was customizing them at home, like cause I didn't have money for like a crazy lace front or anything like that. So I was figuring out how to make like cheap synthetic or hair blend wigs look like my hair. Like, so I just kind of figured it out looking at tutorials, stuff like that.
Yo, I'm gonna go buy some weed right now. Where's your favorite place to go buy weed?
Georgetown.
Where's
Mission Dispensary.
Oh, Mission Dispensary. Oh, I heard about that.
That place is lit, bro. They got best deals.
Do
best
they have
prices.
do they have gummies and shit?
Yeah, they got gummies, flour,
Tinctures?
tinctures.
Oh, I like the tinctures. I put it like I wake up in the morning. I don't even brush my teeth. I go.
You gotta be careful with the tinctures though. Them things slap.
You ever put one in your eye?
No.
Oh, it says not to.
Alright. Figured.
And now like I could buy like a $50 wig like and just put it on my head and it looks like it's coming out of my hair.
I think it's.
You know what I mean?
I'm not against wigs at all because to me wigs are like a man's hats. You know, like how many
Catfishes out here.
You know how many fucking fitteds and hats I have? Like I could imagine like if like how many wigs you have in like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I have
could
a billion of them.
I can only imagine. Like I have mad hats, so I could just like to me it's like to me it's cooler because the hat doesn't change how I look completely, but for girls the hair will change completely who they look, and I'm like, damn man, like that's fucking.
And I didn't
that's
want
up on them. Like what the fuck? I don't have to get hats with like blonde hair coming out of it, and like hats with like red hair.
There are hats like that.
I'm gonna do that. I'm about to start doing that.
But not like
With a
also like hair damage. I didn't want to damage my hair because I've damaged my hair plenty of times.
Like dyeing it and shit.
Yeah, so I wanted to be able to still get that look without damaging my hair and like letting it grow and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? So like that was the main thing the wig thing came from, because even now I'll still wear wigs. I'll braid my hair down and still wear a wig just so I don't have to ruin my hair. You know what I mean? Because I've ruined it. Trust me.
Yo, speaking of ruined hair, don't ruin your hair by burning it off at the witch doctor when you're going to get your pipes made. All right? Tie your hair back. You don't want to burn your hair off. Shout out the witch doctor for sponsoring us on this show and giving us a space to show love. Let's move on to our next segment of the show, which is sex, drugs, and other things. S.DOT, shut up, Big Blizz.
Wait.
Wait,
What did you just say? Sex jokes?
Sex, drugs, and other things.
Oh, I was like,
Sex jokes? Yeah, I got three of
I was
them.
like,
There's
bro,
two
what?
caterpillars, and all right, we'll talk about it later. All right, sex, drugs, or other things. You pick one and give us an experience or a story or some information. The last guest gave us some information, which was awesome. But you pick one: sex, drugs, or other things. And other things we'll pick the topic.
That's dangerous.
It is very dangerous. I'm giving you the choice.
So like, do I have to tell you about something that happened, or like?
You can tell us about anything. It doesn't have to be you. You can change names. You can talk about a story you heard, or you can just tell us some information, like like drugs are bad, or whatever the fuck you want. Like most people that pick drugs, they give us like a shroom story or like a trip story. People that pick sex, they talk about like this weird time they had sex in an elevator in a church going to a fucking nightclub.
Sorry, that was an inside joke. Yeah, but
I can't feel my fingers when I'm on shrooms, so
whoa, that sounds
it's
like
really weird. I'm just like, what?
That
What
doesn't
are
sound like-
these?
that doesn't sound good.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun.
Okay. Yeah, no. I think when I started realizing that more people are on drugs than you think.
So we're doing drugs.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
So,
Droga, coño.
like more people are on drugs than you actually think. And when I realized that like there's a lot of functioning like addicts out there, it made me like really like just more aware of like what people do and stuff like that. And like it's just crazy how many people go into bathrooms and like you know,
Come out a different person.
like yeah.
I gotta go pee, and you come out Superman.
Yeah. And like, one of my biggest pet peeves in the world, is when I have to go to the bathroom and someone's in there doing whatever. It's like, okay, you know, have your little party, fine, whatever. But like, why are you in there for like an hour? Like, I gotta go pee.
Did you guys don't have urinals? Obviously.
Yeah, like whether it's that or
Which
not.
you should
Whether
have
it's that or not. Like, bro, I'm trying to go pee. Like, I'm trying to go to the bathroom. What are you doing?
Wiping from the front.
What? You haven't said anything this whole episode. That's what you came up with? I love this guy.
but yeah, like, bro, it's just like, are we serious? Like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, like, in the world, is when I know that there's like 4 people in there, you know, doing whatever, and it's like, and I have to go pee. It's like, and they know it. And I'm like, yo, knocking, just giving them a little chance, and then being like, all right, knock, knock. Like, I'm coming in. Like, I need to go to the bathroom. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm a female. I can't just pee wherever. Like, I'm not doing. Well, I could, but I'm not going to do that. Like, unless it's a serious situation.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's a serious situation.
I hear you. Listen,
if I can find a bathroom,
I've had to shit in places that I'm not proud of.
Yeah,
you know
and if whoa.
She didn't say shit. She was talking about piss.
Yeah, no.
What?
She was talking about number 1.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I wouldn't.
No,
I've never.
my fault. I'm on the phone.
Okay, my bad.
I'll call you back.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm Bluetooth. You're talking about piss now, and
No, I wasn't talking about piss.
Well, we were talking about piss.
I was talking about people doing, you know, in the bathroom, and me not being able to go to the bathroom because they're doing, you know, in the bathroom.
Right.
Like,
right.
that's what I was talking about.
That's exactly what we're still talking about.
So that's my pet peeve, like my drug-related pet peeve. That's my information.
I love that all today's interviews, their stories, like, they're not exactly what we're used to getting, which is awesome, because we live with no expectations. So like the good stuff is when we're like, what? Like, I didn't think of, like, you not being able to use a bathroom was gonna be a drug story, which is like, which is cool, because that's so true. I've seen people go in the bathroom and like I
chose
said,
wisely with the choices I was given.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you did.
I don't do the sex, so I'm not a good person.
Listen,
I've
never had sex, so I know what you mean.
So I'm not like a.
That's,
you know,
like, for like
it's
losers.
a weird topic for me, and then I wasn't about to give y'all the liberty of telling me what I'm gonna talk about. So,
right, exactly.
So I was like, yeah, drugs it is.
Yeah, and I don't even do drugs.
Yeah, and I mean, I smoke weed a little bit.
I don't even touch it.
Speaking of, when you rolled up, why didn't you pass that? That's crazy.
Oh, see?
I was gonna say something, I forgot, and I realized you didn't have it anymore.
And you know what's crazy? Let's talk about why. Let's talk about why. COVID fucked everyone's life up.
No, I feel you. I bring
and
my own.
I'm just not used to doing this anymore. It's been years since I've been like.
I don't blame you. It's okay.
I did get you a pre-roll.
I bring
Mission.
my own shit to the circle.
I did get you a pre-roll from Mission. I don't know where the
fuck
it's at. There you go. It's in that bag.
Woo-hoo.
There you go. I did get you a pre-roll, and I apologize because everyone smokes their own weed on the show, but this is from...
Well, I smoked it before.
Yes, and this is called ice caps.
Ice caps?
Ice caps, yes. When you smoke that, your caps become icy.
My caps? What am I...
Your kneecaps? I don't know.
Icy. Cold knees?
Cold knees!
That sounds dangerous.
Hey, listen, I have an uncle, and they call him...
Cold knees.
Cold knees.
Juicy J's on
Rivera. Juicy J's on the song. Bitch, you got some cold ass knees. Why ain't you got money?
Sounds like him.
Sounds just like him. Yeah, that's cool. So, are you excited to meet him? Let's manifest it now.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually met him before.
Oh, nice.
So
before the song?
No, I met him before though. It wasn't for the song.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
I've met him before. Actually, shout out to Cole Kwan because he performed with him and he had asked him about me and he's like, and he vouched for me and everything and he texted me and told me that. So I was like,
oh, that's fire. That's fire.
Remember me?
It's always good to get that that person.
Because you could say you met anybody, right. But like, you know what I mean? I really have met I'm starting to think that it's like the celebrities are meeting me like at this point because I've met so many celebrities like and had actual like not relationships but like actual like
conversation.
Yeah, for instance, like John Connor, I met him way before we even did this. Like he actually like as like a mentorship kind of thing, like Skype me.
Oh,
Like,
dope.
you know what I mean? Like, and he kind of told me about the music business, like stuff like that, like back in the day, which was like amazing. You know what I mean? When that
See, some of those things are real, people. Everyone thinks they're fake. Some people are actually out there trying to help you.
Yeah, like
Follow up.
The what was it? Flint. I forget what that album was, but that album that got me through a lot, and I became like a, just a fan of him through that. Like, shout out Dat Piff. Like, that's where I was getting all my music
Shout
at
out
the
that
time.
Piff. I still have mad shit on.
Yeah. And but yeah, like so I actually had like a huge respect for him even before that, and then meeting him and like, you know what I mean, and like all that other stuff, like I feel like I'm really getting to talk to him and ask him questions about stuff is just insane. Where like I hit someone I can like go to and be like, yo, like, like I need some advice, you know what I mean? Like where he actually just is as nice of a person as like you'd think he is. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's cool, when you kind of meet your heroes like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It's good to meet your heroes and they're still your heroes.
Yeah.
Because then like, because I've met a lot of people that you not expect, but like from what you've perceived, they're not what, like people are playing a character, man. You gotta remember that.
Right.
People are playing a character and they're gonna show up either as that character or themselves, and you need to choose which one you really want to connect with, because
Right.
they're gonna switch when they need to.
Right. And that's why I pride myself on what I do. Cause like, I think one of my first interviews, they asked me like, what's the difference between my normal and like my celebrity? And like, I'm just like, that there's no difference. Like that's the special about me. I feel like it sets me apart from other artists. Is that I'm Nim K and Nim K is me. Like I'm the same person on and off stage. I'm just as awkward. I'm just as like, inappropriate sometimes when it comes to, laughing at something or whatever. But like I refuse to be anybody but myself at all given times. And just because I have a different wig on or look a little different doesn't mean I'm any different, I'm still going to be goofy. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to fight for what I love. I'm still going to be there for my friends no matter what. Even if it means, taking a knock off the peg. Like I'm always, if I really truly believe in something, like I'm sticking by it, I'm not a sellout, I'm not going to let somebody do or say whatever. And I'm just going to have to do that because of that. You know what I mean? Obviously, if there's like a contract involved or something like that, like that's different. Like if you're obligated to do something, but no one's gonna like force me to do something a certain way or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So yeah, like no character, no gimmick here.
What's it like working for or working with a full-time artist as like
Right.
being signed to one?
Right. I mean,
I don't know. Is that what you're signed to, ST?
well, I was signed to a record deal. So it was a 1-album record deal that I was signed to. It was basically like a 50-50, like, we're both, like in on this. And it was like at any given time, like we could just rip up this shit and
move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So like it was like just pretty simple. But it's like the first album off ST Records. Like if you see on the side of the tape, Term told me that for his albums he puts like the 0 and then the number, but he put 2 zeros because it's the first under ST.
That's fire.
Yeah, on the side here.
Oh,
like,
I thought you meant the.
like there's a number.
Oh, I see it right here.
Yeah.
So it's the first official album off his like
off the label,
like off the
yeah.
label officially.
Yeah, so it's like I signed a record deal, you know what I mean, just for 1 album for at least 10 songs. There's 12 on it. And that was the agreement. But obviously, like I've built, a liking or built like a familiarity with ST and their family, and I feel like I'm a part of that family,
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like that's, you know what I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. But yeah, a lot of people were confused about that. But I mean, he did take me under his wing and, make sure that when I went places, people knew who I was. And because I'm not quite a talker, really, like, you know what I mean? Unless it's like a few people like this, like, I'm not going to just go up to someone and be like, hi, I'm Nim K. Like, you know what I mean? Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but sometimes you're in those rooms where like, that's what's expected of you. So like yo, I'm putting you in this room so that you have to go over there and say, hey, I'm Nim K.
Right, exactly.
Because at some point you're gonna understand. You don't wanna use that introduction as like, oh, this is cause of term, you know
Right.
what I mean? Obviously, term is helping in your journey, but at some point it has to be Nim K.
Right,
You know?
at this point, I'm comfortable doing that. But like back then, I mean, I wasn't in those spaces. I
Yeah,
had never
yeah.
been exposed to that. So it was like a little different. Now, yeah, I could go somewhere, I could walk right in and, feel however. But when I first went out there, like to Brooklyn and everything, like it was completely different.
Yeah.
So I've like built up to that. But at the beginning, like, you know what I mean? It was a little, I was nervous, you know what I mean? I'm painfully shy, believe it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think T does a good job of like, introducing people into the next level of shit. Like from experience, I think he does a really good job with like letting go when he knows, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a good supporter, and like I'm gonna help you network, but this is as far as I'm gonna get you so that you can get there. You know what I mean? Because you need to make your own relationships, and he's done that with me plenty of times. I think that, I think working under some artists can be difficult, but I think someone like T, like after the years of what he's been through and like the deals and all this shit, like I think that he's at a place where it's like, I don't want anyone to be treated that way. I have to treat them the way I wanted to be treated as an artist. You know what I mean? I think that has been a everlasting thing with T. A lot of people don't understand that at first, but I've seen that play out throughout the years because I've been around T for many years. So I'm very grateful that like he's doing like things like that with people that he sees potential in, because it's sometimes you see it in the moment and then it's like a week later it's not there no more. But I've seen you around T for a while now, so I know it's an ongoing thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't a weak thing.
Right, exactly. Like I've learned so much, like from like just watching him and the Show Off family, the ST family, and how they work and navigate through everything, and how they continue to be a family, like even when things do go awry. You know what I mean? So it's like, even with like, I think there's pros and cons to working with anybody, but I feel like one of the challenges of being an artist and like being signed by an artist is that they're artists too, you know? They have other things they gotta worry about. They gotta put themselves first in a lot of situations too. And like, you have to understand that as an artist, So it's like, I feel like, but that's the only thing that really like gets in the way. But other than that, I don't really think it's like, you know what I mean? It's not like, it's like anything. Things happen.
And
This is the industry.
he's also not stopping you from making your own way.
Of course.
Like when some artists, like you said, have to put themselves first in some situations. If you made your own situation in that same situation, then you have your own situation. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about who put who first because you already made your own situation. So I think.
Oh yeah, of course. But when you're like working on something specific, you know what I mean? It's different. Opposed to, just like, it's one thing if you're just following someone around everywhere, but when like there's a goal, it's a little different. When you like signed a contract and agreed to do something specific, you have to focus on that, even with all the other opportunities you know what I mean, that are there. So it's like,
and that's because it's clearly written, so you can see it.
So it's like, it's something that you both have to like sit there and like even put personal things aside for, like choose and pick, and like that's not always easy, especially when you're not working with like a big label, or when you're like doing things however you can. I feel like it's like a little different, like opposed to like being like signed to like a entity. It's like, it's a person. It's a lot more personal, like, which makes, I think, the experience sometimes a little more enjoyable and a little more safe.
Yeah, a lot more attention is like, is like right here, not through like 9 other people.
Yeah, like it's
with
not
me.
like this person's in Cali and I'm over here and I have to call them and, oh, this is the only time we can talk. Like, it's really easy to just pull up on somebody or have a conversation. Oh, we're going to go to this studio, or, oh, I'm going to take this car, you're going to take that car. Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's more wiggle room and there's more freedom, but with more freedom, like obviously there's more risks. Like a company that follows every OSHA thing, like, yeah, they're not violating OSHA, but there's a lot of things they could have got done faster if they, you know what I mean? There's not as many rules, but with those rules come risks, like, and like bigger risks, because
and bigger risks come bigger rewards.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it's like you're not like you're not like sitting there with like this huge budget or this and that. You got to make like shit work however it works. You know what I mean? Sometimes it may be like, oh, there was an accident, and because we're driving all the way to New York, like now we gotta change right out front of the venue, like in the car, and like we gotta make sure we get in there and like we're here on time, because like if you're not there for certain things on time, like that's it, you miss that window, you know. So it's like there's a lot of like things that come into play, but I feel like honestly, like, you know, no matter what has happened or transpired, like ups and downs, I feel like honestly, working with like Term, I feel like was probably the best fit, because like, you know, like no one's perfect, but it's like a lot of people that came before him trying to do the same thing were like really sketchy, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like that's
like try to help you out.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
basically try to propose the same thing that Term proposed to me. Like there's probably 10 other people that had tried to propose the same deal type of thing, like just kind of offering me like protection, respect, like just a cosign basically, and like helping me do like just create like a real album. So I feel like out of that retrospect, like I mean, so like overall, I mean the experience, I feel like for anything that it could be, it was probably the safest thing that I could be doing. And like, because I just heard so many horror stories and things like that. And I just feel like for overall, for the first album ever, my first ever project, like, and for me to be in these type of rooms with these type of people, it was like almost like a trial run. Like not a trial run, but like introducing me to what it can be and how scary it can be and how grimy people can be and things like that. It was just
And
almost
to see if you can handle it.
Yeah, it was like a taste. And like I just said to myself like the whole time, like I just gotta get this album out. I just gotta get this album out. And then that's a huge accomplishment, you know, because I've never put out even an EP or anything, you know. So
Yo, shout out to this album right here, Nim K, Queen of Misfits. Queen of the Misfits, I'm sorry.
yes,
It's
Queen of
out
the
now.
Misfits.
Go get it. It was a pleasure to have you here today. We're gonna go listen to this album on the way home.
Oh, but wait,
Yeah.
yo, shout out to Ariana Rose.
Shout out Ariana Rose for coming here, because what she brings here is energy, and we can feel it from here. And I want to give a big shout out to my homegirl Annalise that came through today to check us out. We might be seeing her soon on the podcast, so keep a lookout for that. And everybody else that's here, the guy behind the wall with his arms crossed and his face down, and the guy with the smiles over there, I forgot his name. Hey, and this album right here, go
guy
get
with
it
the
out now.
smiles?
It's out everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Out everywhere on every
And if
platform.
you want a physical copy, hit me up.
Hit up Nim K at Nim K Bougie.
Nim K Bougie.
What is it?
It's Nim Bougie on everything.
Oh, my bad.
If you want to pre-order one, yo, my Cash App $ Nim Bougie on everything.
I'm gonna
It's
put your Cash App
$10 a
here.
pop.
I'm gonna put her Cash App right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put mine in the bottom, because just in case you don't have to.
Yeah,
just in case.
donations,
Just in case.
yeah.
I'm gonna put mine in the bottom under hers,
Yeah,
but
for feeling generous.
just in case it doesn't carry over to her account, you can drop the rest in mine. I love y'all. Is there anything you want to tell the world before we go?
Just be yourself. Just be yourself, and it will all work out. Just be you. Don't try to be anyone else. Just be you.
yourself. You know, I thought you were gonna sing it. My bad. I thought we were gonna
What
sing
the?
it.
Oh, sing what?
I thought it was a duet. Just be. Oh no, okay. Guy behind the wall. Anything you want to tell your kids at home?
Not though.
All right, yo, world. I love you. Thank you for being on the show, Nim K.
Hello, everybody. Recording live from nowhere. Where the are we? I'm rolling up, okay? It's raining! Woo! It's raining! Woo! We're not supposed to be here. I know that. We're not supposed to be here. What the you mean I don't like waffles?